a viewer tournament here on lichess and Twitch. International Master William Paschall. Today's version is a 7+2 rapid tournament, which I'm hosting here under the usual name Sparkle Horse Arena. Sparkle Horse is my dedicated lichess.org account. It's called the Sparkle Horse Arena, starting in 14 minutes and a half. Welcome everyone to my stream. International Master William Paschall streaming from New England, USA. Usually I'm in Hungary, but for the next couple of months I'll be in the USA. We're streaming from 4 p.m. EDT most times. We might do different times, maybe some afternoon, some morning streams here and there, but the primary time for the stream is this time, 4 p.m. EDT, so that we can stream and some of the later the Europeans staying up later can actually catch the stream as well. So, but I'd like to mix in some earlier streams too here and there. Anyway, guys, here's the link to the tournament. I'm gonna enter into the Twitch stream chat box. The chat box. We got Sparkle Horse, Soltigo, Mule Skinner. Good to see you around, Mule Skinner. Arsenal fan. Good to see you back, Arsenal. You recently started grooming a goatee. I just shaved today. Jacob is here. Mule Skinner, Arsenal, Draco, Fire, and Acerbate. It's a lot of our regulars. You know, usually we get about 10 players before the starting time, and then it fills up to like as many as 40 or 50. Of course, some people just play a few games. But I think that's one of the coolest features, maybe the only cool feature about the arena tournaments, like the concept that you can start and stop whenever you want and like rejoin the tournament. I'm not a fan of berserking, and I think it's kind of a weird structure. The pairing system is weird, but I really like the fact that you can jump in and out of the tournament. I mean, I think that's the number one thing. Growing a beard is the key to younger looking skin. I always felt like people always tell you that like when you have a beard you look older. Maybe there's another effect though. Anyway, I'm just fresh off a draw with a 1600 in Blitz. 1600, he played like a 2100, and then I wanted to try to flag him with like 11 seconds left in a king and pawn endgame, but he was able to make endless moves. Endless moves without, using any time, and I guess pre-moving, but it's strange that you can do that when your bullet rating is 1400. I mean, that seems very odd to me. But anyway, we are warmed up now, I hope. So, without further ado, this is the Sparkle Horse Arena. We've got no drop frames. The video looks okay. Let's check our ping here. Ping has been lurking higher since I started streaming in the US due to my wonderful internet connection. Not quite as good as Hungarian internet. I miss my UPC connection. But Comcast has other ideas. They have a different marketing system here in the United States for internet connections. So I'm not at the pinnacle of their level of importance. We have a ping of like 159. It might go up to like 300, but hopefully, let's see. Last time I got in big trouble. One of my streams, I think last Friday, because with the lag. But I did some changes to the broadcasting software, so it's not really going over like the crazy level of 500 ping. The time control is 7+2. Wubba dubba lub lub. Yeah, I mean, Hungarian internet is just better than American internet. I mean, at least in Budapest it is. I don't know about other places. In Hungary, but Budapest internet is definitely better. Arsenal fan, what's up? Your league season concluded. Guess how many trophies your club won? At least you got to give me like multiple choice. Arsenal fan, like, give me a multiple choice. Sarote, what's up, man? Zinkelberger made a bit donation. Get on the board with 10. We had some great bit donations on the Sunday Simul, which for some reason it's always like kind of ironic, because if you donate bits on Sunday, then they disappear on the top 3 for the week the next day. It seems like if you're going to get value for your money, when you donate bits, you should do it like on a Monday, and then it like stays there all week. But for some reason, my all-time best bit donations are always on Sundays. Um, rhymes with we're going live. We're going live. We are live. It's 10 minutes till tournament. I always start the tournament like 15 minutes after the stream starts, so that people are aware of the tournament and they know it exists. So it gives us a little time to get relaxed. What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm not going to go into that. Don't remind me. There's a lot of debate here about the freedom of the internet, free internet and different speeds for internet, companies allowing different lanes, basically. Like, it's a very, very hot topic for debate. And I think it's kind of like everything else. They just raise the price of everything. Pharmaceutical companies are probably the worst. But anyway, we're going to get down to chess here. So it's like 10 players. Me, Soltigo, actually, PQLLEDD, Jacob Surratt, Mule Skinner, Arsenal Fan, Dracofire, Jeroen, Acerbate. The internet used to cost $500 an hour. I remember this time when I was like in college, and I went home to my mom's house, and like we had dial-up. There was dial-up internet, and I think I dialed one of those like not local numbers on a regular basis, and I remember we got some kind of massive bill. It was something like that, Soltigo. I got like, we had to pay like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for this like semi long distance dial up internet. Like it was really bad. But I do notice like the difference in prices. Like American prices have gone up a lot. I guess prices go up everywhere though. So we are ready to start, guys, in 7-8 minutes. Dial up internet. Yeah, make sure you've got a local number. That was a long time ago. That was like 20 plus years ago. I'm talking, I've got my coffee. America Online. Remember that? Really, really old. You've got hate mail. All right. Maybe got to do something about the internet. Get rid of that internet, and mobile phones. Stop technology. Okay, guys. So it's 7+2 casual, and everyone's welcome to play. You've got to have a 20 game minimum, 20 rated games minimum. 20 minimum games, which is ironic because this is a casual tournament, but I still have to have a way of kind of weed out the people who just like make a brand new account to kind of troll with the tournament. You seen any of the Norway Championship games? I saw a few, maybe less than 10. I usually look for the decisive games and zone in on those. Obviously, I saw, Wesley So beat Carlsen. It was like kind of like watching Carlsen beat Carlsen. It reminded me of, it's not really the kind of game to take home to your friends and say, wow, look at this awesome flashy game I played. This was like Magnus against Magnus. That's what it kind of seemed like to me. But So just smashed him and he resigned. But not, not really any tactics. Some trick maybe, but not an exciting game. You know what I mean? And so Carlsen's still in the lead, even after losing to Wesley So. But I haven't, to answer your question honestly, I haven't followed the tournament real closely. I remember internet, this is Soroche. 200 megabytes free to use, and every megabyte after that costs 25 cents. Oh my god, imagine if that was like mobile phones today. Okay. I'm just shocked at the price of English muffins, By the way, Arsenal fan, are English muffins, do they really exist in England? Or is that just like an American thing that we made up, this is called an English muffin? Are they really English? Or is that just something that's made up? I'm just wondering, because I never actually saw any English muffins in England. Like, I only saw them in the United States. But I was just thinking it was like $5 for like a 6-pack of English muffins. And I thought, man, that's like, that's like half a 6-pack of beer. I mean, that's not right. Of good beer. Um, anyway, we're really off topic today. Welcome everyone. Welcome Soltigo. They're not commonplace. Yeah, that's why it's weird. Thomas's English Muffins. Guys, check out chesslecture.com. I think they're one of the best sites for chess videos and learning. I've contributed like over 500 short videos to chesslecture.com. So check that site out. If you're not a member, you may still be able to get a discount membership. They were offering 3 months for $15. I'm not sure if it's still on. I have to find out tomorrow. I'm going to talk to the man from chesslecture.com tomorrow. I'll update you guys. So 4 minutes left to go for our 7+2 rapid tournament. Someone said calm streamer. I like to be calm. A lot of people used to think I was really laid back. I could be really stressed out too, though. I mean, it depends. But basically, when I'm normal, when I'm in a good mood, I'm calm. I don't like to be hyper, you know. I like to be relaxed, drink some coffee, beer. How much is one video long? Well, Tushar, the chess lecture videos are like usually between 20 and 30 minutes. Some are a little bit longer, and some are shorter. But for the average, I'd say 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to play Soltigo unless someone drops out. It's a fairly... Okay, Bombas is brutal. Jacob's pretty good. PQ's pretty good. Mule Skinner is really played me tough the other day. I take back an Arsenal fit. All these guys can give me a good game. And I just lost to a 16... Or just drew a 1600 in Blitz. If you don't like your pairing in the first round, you can like just temporarily withdraw and then get back in the tournament. S4 is here. He has like 50% against me. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. All right. It's just 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Got the Master Fugu. Guys, check it out. Master Fugu's here. He is the sort of guru that's behind my chess play. We keep him. He's overseeing everything. Fide Master Fugu. All right, yeah, just click the link if you... Yeah, I'll throw the link out there again. But if you guys are watching, I'll throw the link to the tournament out again. Just click on this link. Yeah, that's my inspiration. So, Fide Master Fugu, he's almost as strong as me. He's equally dangerous. All right, so time to get started, guys. I'm gonna get my coffee and beer lined up. 1 beer, 1 coffee. Not happy with that draw I had with the 1600 in Blitz before the stream started. The guy played really solid. I'm waiting for the guy to make a mistake. He just never made a mistake. That's bad. That's bad. Occasionally you got to give up the draws, though. Just not freak out. All right. If the lower rated player plays well, what can you do? You know? All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. 1600 is the new 2100. Good luck, all. Good luck, Sarontier, our backup mod, Soltigo. Got 3 mods in the house. That's good. Just in case of emergency. All right. So we're about to get started. It's 10 players, 16 players. Who else is here? Blah, blah. That's a new one. Voldemaros. Asterbates there. Grandy and Big Money. Okay, guys, 20 games minimum. Good luck, everyone. Exactly. Good luck, and I'm streaming. Thanks for putting the link in there in the tournament page. Yeah, he did a terrible mistake in the endgame, but I already was so angry I didn't care anymore. You know, I was like not even paying attention. I was like beside myself that it was just a dead draw. And like I didn't even take time to think about like that I had he was in Zugzwang. He actually gave me the opposition. So it was stupid, but anyway. All right, guys, good luck. You're playing. Join the game. Uh-oh. Where did Tushar come from? So what can we do here with Tushar to kind of throw him off a little bit? S4 says, fortunately for you, I won't. Uh-huh. Wow. Tushar playing d4, c5. You know, there was another player, Tushar, from India called Constant Change. And he sort of disappeared. Like, I don't know what happened to this guy. He was playing me tons and tons of games. You don't know him, right? I mean, it's not someone that you knew. I mean, actually, I never really asked you about it, but he had played... He was one of the most, actually, frequent visitors to my stream. I don't know that he was stronger than Tushar, but he was around the same level. So h6, a very unusual move here. Never seen h6 before. This Fritz says, I never want to see it again. Can I take and play e5, try to bust his structure? I think it's really interesting here. Take, bishop takes b5, take on f7. Yeah, I like this. Then we're going to try to play e5. Because, you know, h6 weakens his white squares. I think that's relevant. Fortunately for you, and S4 says he's joking, but it's not a joke, man. You have 50% against me. I'm relieved that you're not playing. I really don't expect to win the tournament because I don't berserk, you know, and rarely, occasionally, okay, if it's a really much lower rated player. But I'm trying this maneuver here. Then maybe we have access to like the weak white square on g6 at some point, possibly. So S4, sorry you can't stay for the tournament. I know it's late. It's a little better for Arsenal fan. Anybody in the UK, it's like 9 p.m., which isn't too bad. I'm not one that stays up late these days, since I have a lot of lessons at work in the mornings. Typically, I've had different schedules in my life. You know, many times I used to be like a kind of night owl, but in the last years I've been working in the mornings a lot. So now the $1 million question. I don't know, if I take on f6, I kind of don't like my position anymore. I think I have to do it this way. Yeah, 10 p.m. I've got my Hungarian time on the laptop still, so it's 10:18 in Germany and Budapest as well. Throughout mainland Europe, for the most part. The move that's most suspicious is h6 for black here. We should just keep it simple, I think. Bishop d2, not a macho move, but doesn't leave black with a lot of good choices, really. You could go Morphy style and just castle, probably. But this is a relatively logical developing move. Yeah. I'm surprised by not knight back. But this way he sort of gets developed. Do I have a very strong idea here in knight e4 followed by bishop c3? He's on the verge of castling to safety in this position. I mean, at the very least, I would have a good endgame in this position. Maybe I can win a pawn with like the very primitive bishop takes h6. I didn't really plan on that, but I'm not sure it works. Looking for tactics. Bishop a5 doesn't work. Yeah, maybe queen a6 is also good. That was a move that bothered me like the move before, actually. I was concerned about queen a6. No, it's hard to take advantage here. He's basically about to castle. Bishop takes h6, queen b4 check. Knight c3. Kind of a weird continuation, but it wins material. Or so I thought. We all miss you. You miss me. You miss me in Hungary? I'm virtually there, you know? It's just, what's up, guys? You meant to play queen c7 and not knight c7. I was thinking knight c7 was a weird move, but I thought you should have played queen a6 instead. Well, just concentrate on the game. So it was like a mouse slip. Still, maybe not that bad, but I don't know. There you could consider knight c6, I thought. But I guess I'm just taking another pawn. This looks pretty bad. His structure's very bad, and if I take another pawn, is my knight getting trapped? I feel like being greedy here with knight takes b7. I'm only up one pawn. But I'm going to lose time, you know, in terms of development and stuff. So I have to be a little bit careful. But a pawn is a pawn. Alright. We don't have a lot of weaknesses. Let's see. Castle's queenside. Looks good. I could bring my knight out through d6. Soltiga will win the tournament. I'm putting my money on Bombast. And who else? Jacob's been playing really well lately. Tushar is dangerous. And we still have Diva Karan is very dangerous. So there's a number of players all around 2100-ish. I'm the only one rated over the 2100 mark. Let's say over the 2200 mark. I don't know what Diva Karan might be. No, he's surprisingly low rated too. Okay, so Tushar, he's losing another pawn. I mean, if I want to try to take it. My structure is so sound, it's kind of hard to refuse. I'm just like grabbing everything. Okay, he gave up. Alright, back to tournament. That was a weird opening. I don't like h6, but I'm sure you could have played better. And obviously you made a mouse slip on top of it. But h6 is kind of strange. I think that the old Benoni or whatever you want to call it is pretty good. Alright, we gotta play our serious stuff today. Transposing to the c3 Sicilian. I forgot. Let's see. I have to play d5 here. I think you can play knight f6 is actually a really weird move. Probably we had this already with take back at least once. Knight c3 is a rare move here. Probably not that bad. Showing that to one of my students the other day. Very unusual, but can be played kind of like Black Mardemer style. So I was white against Jakob Attila once. Attila played knight h6. I usually play knight c6. Wow, the best move. Okay. Yeah, Roman swore up and down that he didn't like this setup if white hasn't played knight f3 yet. But it's not so bad. h3 is the professional move. I have to play f6 at an early stage. Take back must be doing his homework. I mean, to know about h3. My former, what should we call him? Mentor. For a brief period of about a year. Roman Gigiashvili. He had a game with Michael Adams that he lost like horribly, or he felt it was horrible in this sort of line. That was a big thing for him. It always kind of brought him down. That game was a lasting memory that didn't bode well. Okay, I never really played knight h6, so this is probably early for the decision to play knight f7. I don't know. I always thought these kind of positions were very precarious and difficult to play for black. Arsenal fan. What's up, everyone? Thanks for watching and playing. Got our viewer tournament today. Tomorrow will be Weird Wednesday, unusual opening stream. And now, for my next idea, guess we'll just play bishop g7. Bit awkward for black. I'm not that crazy about the bishop on g7. It's probably better on f8, where it came from. Take back is like all over me, dude. He's 2000 classical, 1900, 1900, 1900. That's pretty consistent. I'm not really thrilled with my position. White's playing like this perfectly. You couldn't play this any better. Govinkurt, another Hungarian. So maybe not originally Hungarian, but you're Hungarian resident like me. Rook e8. Rook e8, and then I'm worried about getting overloaded with like knight b5 and knight c7, knight d6. Fortunately, that's covered by the knight. We've got 3 people from Budapest, or at least Hungary, here in the stream. Govinkurt, Lubba Dubba Dub Dub, and me. So, well represented. Man, this could be a lot of pressure. Queen d7. Queen d7 is kind of dangerous. And I love the way that White's playing. He's playing like God. Perfectly. Every single piece is like perfectly placed. This is a model of the way you should play with White in this line. Speaking of Michael Adams, man, my openings are bad. This is a bad opening. I'm getting a lot of bad openings lately. Yesterday I was kind of messing around. Got some bad positions. Let's see who's out in the lead. Take back in the lead. 3 points. Divakarun. Divakarun and Bombast are my picks for top 2. I think I only beat Bombast like 1 in 11 games, which is insane. Divakarun is probably I'm probably slightly positive. And Who else? Luckily, S4 is not playing because he's got a good score. He's just there. I hope to see some more aggressive openings. Um, well, I mean, I can only play what I know. You know, I wish I really like could play like you the King's Gambit, but I only do that for fun. Once, I had a friend who played the Dutch and the Alekhines defense, and I criticized him. I said he played weird openings, and he was really hurt by that. You know, he said, "Come on, I play like the most aggressive openings possible. You're calling them weird openings." Um, is it a good opening for Black? This I don't know. You know, it's like it's okay, but you have to really know what you're doing. I guess that's true with every opening, but I wouldn't call it like really aggressive. Man, I just had a nightmare. He has knight takes d5, but I have that doesn't work anyway. Okay. Luckily, I have a knight on f7. I'm like thinking I could get my queen skewered to my king, but my knight's on f7, so tactically weak. I need to improve. Not playing enough. I'm teaching a lot of lessons. Um, yeah, I think he had a stronger move last move. A3 was the first move I would be a little bit critical of that he played in the entire opening. A3's a bit slow. I mean, I don't think it's so bad in terms of weakening because you have to make some moves, but I think he had better after this or in that moment. Well, luckily, we got a nice time advantage. Um, Rook c2. I mean, is White being like kind of overly cautious? That's the feeling I've got. Wait, if I play Rook takes e1, do I win a pawn here? I mean, is my tactical play okay? But I don't win a pawn. I mean, I can play knight takes d4. I don't win a pawn, but I win a pawn. It's a super weird position. Knight takes d4, bishop takes f5, queen takes f5. So I'm okay tactically when you force me to be. If I simply take back, with the knight, like you get your pawn back. But I take back this way, and I lose a piece. Oh man, I'm good tactically. I'm really good. I'm lucky I'm not lost immediately. Man, I mean, this was just a total miscalculation. I thought I could take with the queen, but my piece is just hanging on d4. Aserbate, you are a 1600 player. Or are you? What's your rating now here on lichess? Labels. 1600 players play like 2100s. Now I've got to be very, very careful. It's like, what is that? Is it Daffy Duck? Just a very, very quiet. I'm on the precipice of disaster. On the precipice of disaster here. Man, dude, how strong is this guy? Daffy Duck. You mean Elmer Fudd? I haven't watched Looney Tunes in forever. It's the 91 covering the rook. Yeah. I thought I was playing queen takes f5, and it was a really, really winning position, but I probably wouldn't have done this if I had known. I wouldn't have even taken on d4. Man, I'm not good tactically. Well, I mean, Tushar, you broke with principles with with H6. You know, I think that was. But I'm surprised I played that close to the engine. I thought I probably made some mistakes there. I was very unsure about some of the moves I made um, in that game. What's up? Knight F3. You know, I mean, I'm lucky I'm not lost here. I'm saying that a lot lately. White is just renting to own. Rent a center. Just suffering. I guess I should have... Man, the best move instantly. Queen d5 check. Again, I'm almost lost. Yeah, I think that the idea of a thematic tournament is cool, Saul. I definitely want to do that. Like, I was already thinking that anyway. So that's a really good suggestion. Um, no doubt. No doubt. King to d5. The writing's on the wall. Gonna win this. He shouldn't trade queens, probably. Black's just a tiny bit better. King up, knight check, king d5, knight takes c6, king takes. Man, that's a good move. And bishop c5 is an insanely accurate move. I mean, he's stopping king e6, knight d4 checks a draw. So many tricks, it's just ridiculous. Play is like perfect. There's nothing I can do. King d5, knight takes c6, king takes c5. Wonder if we can go for that. Knight d8, king b4. We hope that our bishop is better than the knight. Man, that's an insane move to play, dude. With 9 seconds left? Are you kidding me? With like no time left, you just leave your bishop hanging for knight forks? I mean, that's crazy, man. I don't know anybody who would do that. He lost on time. Let's check this game out. Like, this is unbelievable. This is just a draw. Apparently I had something here. Wow, 95 check. I didn't see anything. King c2. King takes c5. 96 check, king b4. And then, okay, I've got the a pawn. Yeah, that's a crazy move. I mean, I think that he's just should hold. King here, 94 check. King d5. Yeah, I mean, well, he got scared because I have this, but you know, it's still not over. He has knight d8. This is what I calculated. King here, and then some kind of try. But I guess it's problematic, you know, so he kind of freaked out. I've got challenges. No. We're doing like a tournament, guys. All right. You just dropped the bishop. You were lucky about the fork. I thought, well, it turns out, yeah, it was a bad move, but I thought it was like brilliancy or something. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I just trust you. If you can do that move, it must be good. So I should just play like 95 check. You'd rather watch the stream. Okay, man. Alright, Divakaran is in the lead already. Bombast is going to be undefeated. He's too good. I don't want to play Bombast. I really don't. I don't want to lose again. Against Divakaran, I usually can like make a draw or something. I probably won more than I've lost. Bombas is really tough for me. This is a new player now. And that's weird. Because we had a guy, this guy was from India last time, right? Is it the same guy? I know that India, there's like billions of people. But our last tournament winner was from India. Kind of a new account. And just curious if it could be the same player, you know? Don't remember his opening repertoire off the bat. But it wasn't a Anand one. But it was a guy around the same rating, wasn't it? That's why I mention it. E3, stopping my repertoire. It's the same guy. Oh, it is the same guy. Okay. Oh, it's not the same guy. Well, there you go. It's not the same guy. Okay. I'm willing to change my mind at any moment. This is a very strange opening by White, actually. I played Anand in I played with Anand in the Spring Festival in Budapest, but not the, you know, it's a very common Indian name, so. What is this business? Check 92, queen e7, I was thinking. An emotional roller coaster. I love games like that. S4 is the man for the job as far as that's concerned. Okay, knight c3 is kind of not what I expected. Expected knight d2 or maybe even c3. Maybe I should play c6 here. Not so simple, though. I have queen a5 here. Is that a good move or a bad move? Who the heck knows? It's a weird move. I feel like I'm just making random moves with this, you know, queen out so early. White is kind of playing like a strange French defense reversed. Queen d4. This looks like a good position for White now. I might even be in trouble. Look at him coming right at me. I mean, what's the deal with this player? How many games does he have? He's 1700 in bullet. That's weird. 2090 in rapid and 2200 in blitz. Why is his bullet rating so slow? So low? I mean, it doesn't really gel. I mean, even I would be like 2200 in bullet, and I'm terrible at bullet. I don't like to see big rating discrepancies from my new opponents. I mean, if he's got that many bullet games, he should be higher. He must be extremely slow. I'm glad it's not a rated game. Alright. He's played like perfectly. This is a weird. He got me into a weird, scary situation. I never play this kind of position. I'm like, my king is wide open, and I'm in a structure that I'm not familiar with. Most people who are like 2200 in standard chess, I mean, they're players who have a lot of experience. It's unlikely that they would not know how to deal with time pressure. 2275 in classical. Knight a4 now. He's playing fast too. Trust me, you don't want to see a lot of disparity between your opponent's ratings. That's not a good sign. Knight a4. Wow. It's a very strange situation. So this isn't the guy who won the tournament last time. I don't like the look of this. Knight a4 is kind of outside the box. Very, very strong looking move. Leaving the center, but leaving the queen in the center of the board. No fear. I guess I have to play like bishop d6, but I think I'm lost here. I don't like the look of this game. This feels weird. The bishop's going to get trapped after c5. I guess I have to go absolutely berserk or something. c5 and b5. This just doesn't feel right. Looks like black's just lost. I don't know. It plays like perfect moves and weird moves. Weird opening. All right, I'm just gonna resign this game. I don't like the way this is going. It looks really bad. I was gonna play b5. The computer says I'm okay here, but I don't know. I was freaked out. Let's just move on to the next game. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's not a suspicious account, but I just felt strange about that position. All right, let's go on to the next game. Anyway, it's an arena tournament. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you resign. Just play more games. Play another game. It's no punishment for like losing games. I just want to know my opponent is someone I can possibly beat. I don't want to play against people where it's like suspicious and I'm not sure about. So if I have even the slightest feeling that my opponent is suspicious, I'm gonna like just resign and play another game. I don't feel like dealing with that. All right, guys, let's move on to the next game. The computer surprisingly said I was okay there. Like white's only slightly better, but I didn't like the look of it. All right, let's move on. Zinkelberger. All right. We've played before. I know he's legit. The big punishment for losing games is coming off the streak bonus. I don't think I had a streak bonus started. But that's going to hurt me. That's true. I mean, StarCraft Gecko, you're right. I wasn't thinking about that, yeah. But anyway, I don't care about winning the tournament. I just don't want to play anybody who's suspicious. I hate playing computers, and if I even feel like the slightest weirdness about the opponent, I'm just gonna not play. I may be wrong, I'm not making any accusations, but I would rather be on the safe side and not waste my time. All right, guys. So d4 bishop f5. This is a really, really unusual setup, but it's probably not that bad. So you're trying to play the Grunfeld with bishop f4 reversed. Yeah, I mean, if someone's 2600 in bullet, I mean, they could be like a specialist, but mostly they should be title players. Playing fast here. I don't know how you can play this variation with the colors reversed. I just don't know. How can black play an already kind of like slow variation with an extra tempo down? Arsenal fan is out in the lead. Wow. Now, I did not pick Arsenal to be in the lead here. I guess I was wrong not to. Now, is 95 just strong? Maybe it's not that good. He's got tricks. Does this move like a bad move by me? A mistake not to develop my pieces. Wow. Man, I don't know. This is weird. I thought this was good for me, but maybe not. Arsenal beat an on 1. Nice job, man. Well, I hope that nobody's suspicious. I misevaluated that position against an on 1, though. I thought I was lost. I mean, I really thought that I had a close to lost position. It's a strange move by Zickelberger here. What is he doing? He hung his queen on move 7 or 8. Alright, that's weird too. That's not about skill, is it, Arsenal fan? Zickelberger just went crazy. Alright. He just went crazy. We got a free point there. Alright, gotta get a streak starter started. Man, that's pretty lame. That I was playing badly the last couple days. I've been kind of sketchy. Diva Karan, Arsenal fan, is out for blood today. Check him out. Actually, I like Arsenal fan's opening there. Looks pretty good. It's pretty active. If you guys want to contact me during the stream, I don't like to read my personal messages. So if you want to contact me, don't send me a message on lichess. Send me a message on Twitch. You can just say something in the chat here on Twitch. Rather than sending me, don't expect me to read the messages in front of everyone on the stream. All right. All that hate mail that I get. Oh no, Bombist. What's my score? I did beat him once, but I'm not looking forward to this. Now, if you check his rating, it's like 2051. I mean, he shouldn't be like a massive. Here's another player. Okay, he's 1900, so that makes sense. He's not like he's 1400 or 1700 in bullet. His rating is at least close to what it should be, you know? The other guy, Anand 1, was like, what, 1700 in bullet and like 2200 in blitz or something? I mean, that's kind of weird. You know, I don't like to see that. I don't like to see more than 300 points rating difference in my opponents. And he had played a lot of bullet too. It wasn't like he played 50 games and he sucks at bullet. He was like 1000 something, you know. Um, we don't want to see that. And instant moves from Bombas too. Transposing to the Queen's Indian. He plays all his moves in 10 seconds. He's like 2050. I mean, how is he 2050 if he's that good? I don't understand. Maybe bishop g5. But I don't like to see this either. He's up 6.5, 3.5 against me. That's kind of fishy. I mean, a lot of these are simul games, which I understand that I'm weaker in simuls, but some of them are not. I don't know. Bishop f4 is possible. Then I guess he has check. Bishop f4, e5, knight f5. Bishop f4, d6 concerns me more. So maybe I'll just take... I think he pre-moved that. Should I just resign now? He's used 24 seconds. No, this is not a player who's newly suspicious. I mean, I'm always suspicious of Bombast. The guy's 2000 and he has 6.5 out of 10 against me. I mean, that's normal. Like, not really. There's nobody else who has a score like that. Maybe one other person, but they were like banned by lichess. No, it's like I reserve the right to talk about what I want to talk about. I don't like when people are like, "Oh, don't become king crusher," you know. I mean, if two people in a row are suspicious, then they're suspicious. That's all there is to it. You know, you don't have to draw comparisons with me with King Crusher. You know, it's not the same thing. I've been playing chess for 30 years. I'm an international master. You know, I know when people are suspicious or not. You know, um, this is just whatever. I'm just not going to play that guy anymore. Period. I will not play Bombas another game on Lee Chess. We can look at the game if you want to, just to take a look here. This is absolutely the last game I would play with this guy. He played the whole game in like 20 seconds. I'm better according to the engine. Queen takes c, rook takes c4. I guess I am paranoid. I'm down a pawn here. I mean, I can't imagine why I'm better. I'm down a pawn. I guess if I was a computer, I would know that I was better here. This is ridiculous. Rook takes c4 and I'm better. I mean, whatever, you know. I'm not an engine, so I'm not aware that I'm better here, but I don't want to play people who are like 10-0 against me. You know, it's ridiculous. I don't know, man, but I'm not going to play the guy anymore. It's just ridiculous. His rating doesn't fit his strength. You know, he's playing like 2500 level, and every time he challenges me and enters the tournament or whatever, and he just beats on people. But his real strength is like 2500. You know, I can't even like, I'm afraid I'm playing a computer constantly when I play the guy, so I can't even concentrate, you know. Let's just go on. So, all right. It's just a coincidence that I played two people like that in a row, but that's it. You become paranoid. What can you do? Hopefully we get some good games in. Apparently he lost the game to someone, which is weird. He lost against Eva Karan. I just don't want to play any games with anybody who I'm even like a slight bit suspicious that they're not legit, you know. I'm not going to report him to like lichess because I don't have enough evidence. But I just don't feel comfortable playing against people that I feel even the slight bit suspicious that they might be a computer. And I don't want to waste my time, so I just want to know I just want to know that whoever I'm playing is 100% human for sure. It's hard to do that though. But anyway, we'll just continue. All right. Let's go. So, moving on. Yeah, but I mean, there's no way that somebody's rated 2275 should have like 7.5 out of 10 or whatever against me with one loss, you know? I mean, that's ridiculous. Like, even people who are 2200 don't have that kind of score. I've let it go and let it go for a while, but I'm just not going to play him anymore. I mean, it's enough. Whatever. So... Steve Austin. Your university serial number. Yeah, but I mean, like you asked for, like we win games, we lose games, you know, it goes back and forth. But when I'm getting dominated by someone who's like supposed to be 400 rating points lower, like 7.5 to 3.5 or something, that raises red flags. I really don't want to go there anymore. All right, anyway, let's just play some chess. So I traded on f6. This is kind of weird. I probably shouldn't do that. I should just not do that. This is a variation. I saw Walter Brown play this. But I don't think this is really dangerous. Black has the bishop pair long term. All right, so I reserve the right to play whoever I want to play. If I just resign in a better position, it's because I just want to. Yeah, unfortunately, not easy. Not easy to know who's legit and who's not. But I know most of you guys who are regulars here on the stream, if you're human, you know, a player with that kind of score against me that Bombast has should be like 2300 at least. At least. On lichess. Voldemaris like resigned here because he played queen c7. This is a terrible move. He's losing a very important central pawn. So I resigned the first game. I thought I was lost and the player was suspicious, but the computer said I was only slightly worse. In the second game, I resigned. I thought he was suspicious, and it said I was better. Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get me, you know? Queen d6. All right. So we're up a pawn. He doesn't have any compensation here at all. Let's see if we can just play some games, get back into the hunt. That loses another pawn. If this was Wesley So against Caruana, I mean, man, that's a second pawn. The OG, now, that player I don't remember. Arsenal fan is having a good night tonight. Anand won. Who I resigned, apparently prematurely. I didn't like my position at all. When I play new people and they play well, I'm always paranoid. Okay, B6. Percy Hepworth, if you're talking about on Internet Chess Club, that's why I stopped doing like simuls on Internet Chess Club, because there are so many people cheating on the simuls there. It's just ridiculous. And I felt very awkward and handcuffed on Internet Chess Club because they're like paying the site to be members and then cheating, which is really, really weird. So I felt awkward, and awkward even like reporting them to the moderators on the Internet Chess Club. This is going back a couple of years, like 2 years ago. Chess.com, we just chess.com, forget about it, man. I mean, chess.com, like half the people on chess.com are using computers. So poor Voidya just like, he just goes on, he doesn't even care. He just accepts it that these people are like computers and stuff. But I'm not going to accept it, I just quit. I would quit if I was in that situation. I'm not going to like keep playing people who are cheating against me, like ever. Now, Voldemars dropped his queen. What's up, move 11? Alright, back to tournament. I'm having trouble getting started. I haven't berserked, and I resigned 2 games where I was feeling uncomfortable. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm just going to resign. The OG. Now, the OG is no, QG. I'm calling him OG. I should call him the correct name. I can't see. Alright, Tushar again. Poor Tushar. Has to play again against the highest rated player. Move 11, how are you doing? H4, he goes with the H4. Yeah, that's a legitimate move here, because knight F6 can be meat. It can be meat by... I think I have to play H5, and I think that H4 is somewhat justified. I've played that in Wednesday streams where I play unusual openings. Yeah, I didn't really want to play Bombast because I played him before. Again, I don't know for sure if he's a computer, but I don't like his score against me. It's ridiculous. So even before the game, I had said I wouldn't play him anymore. But then I started the game and I said, all right, I'll play him once more. And then I had a doubt about my position. I just resigned. But you can't play normally, and that's why I don't play computers anymore. If you have even a small doubt that your opponent is not human, I recommend you don't play the game because you're not going to be able to concentrate. I cannot concentrate if I have a small suspicion that my opponent is a computer. Even if it's like unproven and I mean, that's what's great about over the board chess. Like, you pretty much can rule out that they're using a computer. Of course, there are freak situations where it's happened, but okay, D4. All right, I don't know what to do here. We'll try to play it like a... Why don't we try to play it like a Gurgenidze Caro-Kann? We played H5 anyway. What do you think about E4, C5, Knight F3, G6, H4? Vladimir Kopian played that against me, and I lost embarrassingly after introducing a novelty, I don't know if I told you about that move 11. One guy with the radio and his teammate transmitting moves. Well, that was a story like 20 years ago, man. Mr. Schmoogs. That happened, in like... I was there at the World Open in like the mid-90s or something like that. This basically just transposes to a kind of normal Caro-Kann. Well, anyway. Hey, where's Bob? I don't know. So Bishop G4 now. It's basically... I'm wondering if H4 is even like in my favor here. The inclusion of H4 might even be an improvement for me. Bishop takes F3. I feel like I have to develop a little bit more first. Why does h4, h5 always feel like it's worse for black? It does feel that way. But Move 11 was talking about my game with Vladimir Kopian, where it was like e4, c5, knight f3, g6, h4, and everybody plays h5 there. But I had a whole bunch of training games against strong players like Jorge Samor Hasbun, where I tried out knight f6, and it was my idea to play knight f6 and then knight g4. And then a Kopian, I get paired with him. I've told this story before. I get paired with him like shockingly in the first round of a tournament. I wasn't prepared to play a strong player, and I was like totally like not well concentrated, and I was just like in another space. So, but the opening was a success. I introduced knight f6. It was my novelty, and then later, like a whole bunch of strong players have played that move. Chatobashev from Bulgaria successfully played knight f6. So that's, I think, an important improvement. Spassky is actually the one who played h4 against the hyper-accelerated dragon. So now, this bishop b5 move, huh? Wow. Maybe I'm going to take here. While the taking is still good. But Mr. Coffee said, I think I was cheated once in a tournament back in 04. Halfway through the game, he took his scorecard with him, score sheet, and disappeared for 20 minutes. Ended up winning the section. Back in 04. Well, as I said, I mean, this story from the open section was like even 10 years before that. So, I mean, it's a known concept. It wasn't as strictly policed, probably. All right. It's just I'm very sensitive about this stuff. I get really irritated, and I'm not, you know, I don't like to get on that subject. But I do, when I get there, I just want to, you know, discuss it and be open about it. I don't like the stream to focus on computer cheating, but sometimes we just have to openly discuss it, you know. And I don't want to keep secrets from you guys. If one of the players I think is suspicious, you know, I'd rather not like just keep it to myself, because I can't play, you know. I just can't even play. I mean, against people who have that kind of score, I'm like thinking they're a computer, and then I can't concentrate. Interesting game here from Tushar, though. He played this interestingly. So now I have to be careful. What happened, Arsfan? You're done. You're up in the lead with 14. You lost the game with the queen ahead. Well, man, you're still in the lead. You're playing great tonight. It happens. You have some upsets under your belt already. Artificial castling. Not easy. Not easy now. He should probably castle kingside as well. I could go crazy and do something like g5. It's really nutty, but it might be strong. Like, he literally castles. I play g5. Wow, he castled queenside. Going completely postal. Well, that's another thing. It was brought up by our moderator that it's a player who's frequented the stream but never ever made an account on Twitch and never communicated. I mean, it's possible they don't speak English, but we would like be more, you know, I'd be more open to the possibilities if it was a person who would, you know, interact with the stream. But just not interacting with the stream is kind of weird. Really dynamic, crazy thing here by Tushar. He's like castling opposite sides. My God. I really didn't think he was going to do that. Just going for the throat. Now, I have to be prepared to kind of play on both sides of the board here. Spammed emojis. Yeah, I mean, likely he speaks just Ukrainian, or he doesn't speak outside languages, which is totally normal. I know like lots of Hungarians who, even strong Hungarian chess players who speak primarily just Hungarian. I mean, that's completely possible. All right, but it's not really that's the main point. I just, think the guy's score is out of control. Even before today's game, if you got that kind of score like a grandmaster would have against me, you shouldn't be 2050. I mean, that's weird. He has the score a GM should have against me. And in most cases it's like a cheater, but I can't, prove it. I'm not the cheater detection department for lichess. I just, if someone's really overt, I report them. I give them lots of chances, but if I really think that they are for sure, I'll report them. If not, I give them the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, let's just concentrate here. So Tushar traded off his good bishop. That's one piece less that can hurt me. I think that's important. But I just realized the point. Man, he's so tactical. I mean, should I go for bishop a3, just primitively, like trying to mate him? Dropping a piece? Oh my god. Bishop a3 drops a piece to knight a4. Nice trap there. You got this, you got that, and you got that. Like, that's an amazing move. And it defends c3 at the same time. And I'm going to lose on time. Slightly problematic situation here. And there's other problems too. Whew, man. Alright. Maybe bishop b4. No, that just lets him into f6. This is a really, really nasty situation. Wow. Alright. I'm definitely not happy here. Just killing me. Kind of in a standstill situation here. At a standstill. Where it's hard for both sides to make progress. Stat eel. The stat eel. What's up, stat eel? So, good game by Tushar. He's got me kind of compressed now. I need a moment of peace. What's the deal here? I mean, would it putting my queen on e8 wouldn't have made it any better, right? I have a moment of peace. Welcome to the Roach Motel. Roaches come in, but they don't come out. Rook d3 was an insane maneuver. I mean, that was like double exclamation point. No easy games here. Divakaran running away with it. Arsenal fan in second. Bombast and Anand. Pretty strong, obviously. Got to try to stay active. Can I get any counterplay? Just seems too slow. I'm just completely on the defensive. Doesn't seem fair, though. That's amazing if you've only faced 2 computers. JCS. I mean, I think that lichess does a great job, really. If you compare it to other sites like chess.com, computer detection is great. And they're not afraid to bounce people. But still, I mean, there's no way that you're not going to run into people. NN is in last place. Wow. What is going on here? Wait, who's NN? Wow. Move 11 said F6 is coming. Could be. It's a very double-edged move. Let's just say that. I'm on the fence about it. I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure, you know. I mean, F6 is a move that you want to play in this opening, definitely. Normally. Just great defense. I don't think I can play F6. No time. I just missed bishop b4. Oh man. So often that like people make blunders, like the 1600 I lost to in Blitz before the stream, where I just give them credit and I don't even imagine they could make like a catastrophic blunder. I don't even consider that they could make a catastrophic blunder, and then I reach out and make the move, and like there it is. Now I've got the initiative. Now we're better. Very good winning chances. Yeah, this is a winning position now. But he had me under a lot of pressure. I mean, I think that white was clearly better back, you know, in the middle game, early middle game. I was in a lot of trouble. All right, new opponent, new player here. He's rated mixed ratings, 2100. But I like to see the bullet high, you know. That makes me feel better. If you have a high bullet rating, like, then it's less likely you're a computer, you know. I mean, that's definitely not impossible, but unlikely that it's a cheater if they have a high bullet rating. It's just a fast player. You know, that's kind of weird, though. He's, like, bad and rapid, but what can you do? He doesn't care or whatever. All right, guys, what's up? Diva Karan in first place, Arsenal fan in second. This new guy is in third, and I'm way down here. I couldn't get the streak starter started. Self-service, what's up? Confusing him. You got him confused with someone else. Alright, I'm going to drink the last of my beer. Jeroen also likes beer and other alcoholic beverages. We talked about palinka. He likes palinka, Hungarian drink. You would have blocked Sparkle Horse if it was an anonymous account for sure. But you had me on the ropes there, man. I mean, if you look at that position, you had me on the ropes. Rook D3 is a great move. I think if you check with the computer, you'll see you're really close to like almost winning there, Tushar. I felt that way, like you were very, very close to winning. I could have gone wrong easily. Strange setup here. Weird to see knight BD2. I think it's all like a standard Bent Larson kind of thing up until knight d2. He would do like bishop e2 and castle kingside. And sometimes they play bishop e3, but he can't. He'd have to play c3 to be able to do that. So Jeroen just basically making up a kind of rope-a-dope, self-made opening. We're chatting on Discord with the first and third players. That's cool. Now knight h5. Gotta be careful I don't get trapped with the knight. But it's like a Pierce defense. My bishop controls the g4 square. Want to break him with f6. I think Jeroen's actually greatest strength is his defensive skills. And he's got pretty good technique. Speaking of f6 again. Jeroen is like an experienced player who's been playing the game for a pretty long time. And I think that he has good technique. This is a bit weird, the dark square weaknesses in his position, but he has defended well against me from some bad positions. I reserve the right to resign against anybody I want to. Anytime I want. Bishop b2. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes. The pawn gets kind of weak. That's my whole goal, is to like counterattack against this square. I mean, I think it's much safer for him to take himself on f6. Maybe he was concerned about something like knight takes coming into g4. I'm just thinking about how I could exploit that weakness on e3. You thought self-service was Spinal Tap. Natural mistake. His self-service is good, but Spinal Tap, he's like a living legend. Knight takes. That's a strong knight. I have to admit, man. You have to admit when a knight is strong, it's strong. I've got to go for the pawn, I think, here. I think he's going to lose that puppy on e5, and then white's just too far behind in development. Haven't seen Spinal Tap since I've been streaming, you know, in America. I'm streaming too early. He's up like late at night, like a vampire. So Spinal Tap hasn't been on the stream since I came to the US a while back. Queen e2. Man, you seriously have that? Now I'm gonna have to like sack the exchange or something? Oh man, come on now. Here I was thinking I was just gonna win easily, but it's not the case. Not the case here. Wow. Man, that's annoying. This may be a very stupid move. It's most likely a very, very stupid move. I'm not intending to sacrifice the exchange here, although I should consider it. I should consider it. The legend who drew lichess twice in still games. Welcome to the tournament, guys. Diva Karan in first. Arsenal fan tied for first. That would be Arsenal fans first. The thirst for first. So I can't take his knight out with the way I wanted to take it out. Knight g7. Man. This has got to be like the stupidest thing I've ever done. Like rook f5, rook back to f8. It's just bad. Um, just bad. Man, he's gonna get out of this. Of course, I have like queen a5 check winning a pawn. That's what the computer would do, hands down. Maybe I have that. Maybe I have to get materialistic and go for the pawn. There's a justification. Queen a5 check, snap the pawn on a2, and the queen is going to be severely out of play. That's sort of gross, you know. You smell a trap. There is a trap, but it's kind of a lame trap that doesn't work. I just didn't calculate this far enough. So bishop g4. All right. We got to do what we got to do. He fell into my trap. I mean, he could have played knight d2, repeating position there, you know. It's not really a trap. I doubt this is even good for me. Maybe like rook f5 again? It seems absurd. This really seems absurd, but let's do it. It's fun, whatever. It's a fun tournament. This was my idea. To go back and then trick him into like letting me lose a tempo and basically trying to win his e5 pawn, but it's all just a fallacy. Just all a fallacy. I mean, this is just too much time for me to lose, and my pieces are placed in like really awkward positions. He can defend the e5 pawn, obviously. Guys, tomorrow, Weird Wednesday, unusual opening stream, 4 p.m. Thanks to everybody who donated via bits. We had a lot of bits donations for the simul on Sunday. We'll have another simul this Sunday. Usual schedule this week. Wednesday, weird openings. My knight is just not quite cutting it here. It has the fallback square on g7, and, you know, I'm looking for that. I mean, that'd be nice. Knight to d4. It's all just a little too slow. That's the problem here. You know, at the end of the day, I'm running out of ammo, and I think that it's all a lie. My position is a lie. I am a pessimist by nature, in case you didn't guess. Those resignations I made earlier. Bombas is in first place. At least he's gonna show us why I resigned. The other guy, Anand, he's still playing. Alright. Those are the two players I lost to today. Premature resignations. But I was paranoid. Alright. Rook on a to f8. c3. He just has all the time in the world, apparently. That's good. Okay. Well, now that pawn becomes a weakness. Maybe he went too far now. My famous last words. I should really hit that pawn with check. Hit the pawn with check, then try to cross over. Every game feels like the hyper-accelerated dragon again. You had two simuls at your club against an IM and GM player. Against an IM and a GM player cheated both times by making double moves when they're not there. That's weird. Uh-huh. Well, that's it. No more pin. It feels like I'm all out of ideas here. Sack the exchange. Telling you he's a good defender. I told you guys before. He's a really, really good defender. All right. Well, I got nothing better than to just pile up the pressure. What about my bishop on g4? That's looking kind of lonely. Now, if rook d1, I have tricks. Bishop takes f3. Even there, he's probably... I have some bishop takes f3 and rook takes e5 tricks. I'm not sure if it's even good. But sometimes I can win a pawn like that. If he tries to go here... But I'm not even close to the leaders. I'm in 8th place. I haven't berserked. I should berserk, maybe. Though it's very bad in rapid to berserk. It just seems like it's not worth it. Maybe without an increment it's bad to berserk. Okay, so Jeroen attacked my rook, basically forcing me to do something. Well, I don't see a choice here. Now we have to start calculating endgames. Knight takes d4. Rook takes f1 check first. Wait, doesn't this just win a pawn? The answer is no, because he has this, of course. But still, I think that black is better. His king is very vulnerable here. He gets the pawn back, but I have the nasty check. The secret move. Jeroen is slightly prone to one-move blunders. That's going to play like a factor in this kind of time situation. Whereas he might be okay here, but obviously his king is a little precarious, a little more precariously placed than mine. So he doesn't have a lot of time to think and like, you know, see all the threats, basically. Although maybe I have to be careful about my own king here. Queen c3. Okay. He's not threatening anything with this move. If you get his queen to like f4 or something, that would be dangerous. He has no threats. But I don't see particularly strong moves for me either. My queen is tied down to my knight. I could play g5. Come on, man. There's got to be knight e2 right away. I don't see any particularly strong moves here for black. I never play for a mate. You know, I try not to do that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I didn't see this at all. And I swear I didn't look at any of the chat. Did anybody suggest this move? It's just like mate on g1. That's awkward. That is awkward for white. Alright, back to tournament. Bombas in first place. He did lose one game. He's playing Anand now. I'm going to go with Bombast. He seems... Look at him. He's just like wasting the guy. I mean... He's just ridiculous. You just can't justify his rating. I mean, I have 2,051. I mean, he plays like he's 2,500, you know? That's just too much. Alright, guys. Tomorrow, Weird Wednesday, unusual opening stream. Thursday is my subscriber stream where I take games submitted by the subscribers for analysis. And Friday will be Fast Friday, kind of faster blitz stream. Yeah, I mean, that's why I resigned against the guy. I mean, he plays too good for his rating. It's not funny, you know? It's beyond funny. It's just suspicious and weird. Against me, ironically, like, I was slightly better. But I lost a pawn, and I'm not a computer, and I didn't even realize I wasn't worse, you know? But he's, like, overwhelmingly strong. Okay, guys. So whatever, we're waiting for the next game. Arsenal fan had a good result. He's tied for first. 4 players tied for first. The QG, that's a new player. I'm lurking with the QG in 5th and 6th place. Burak Yarol with 13. BDLD 12. Blah blah 12. And then I Am on Fire has 10. So we've got a total of 42 players in the tournament. Usually it gets to 40, 50. You know, most people will play like just a couple games and maybe leave. But it's my pleasure to host you guys. Parmenides played just one. He's a subscriber to the stream. I am on fire. I have no idea how good you are. And are you fast? I mean, I don't want to berserk. I won one game. I have 12 seconds to decide whether to berserk or not. That was a weird game. I'm not going to berserk. I don't know. If I thought you were slow, I would berserk. But I'm not sure you're slow. I kind of need the berserk. Yeah, I mean, people, you know, you have a good performance here and there, but generally your performances should be within a couple hundred points of your rating. That's the thing. If I play somebody and their performance rating against me is like 2600, then I'm done, you know. Unless their rating is 2600, I'm basically done playing them. You'd like, just like pandas eat shoot. I was thinking like panda would be a cool chess. Actually, that's funny. Panda would be a cool chess. A kind of chess. Let's say, what do you say? Wait, I got something for you guys. Chess panda. Chess panda. We're playing the game now. We've got how much time left? I don't know. But I'm thinking like what animals would be good. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? What animals would be a good... I can't find the word. Anyway, this is the chess panda. Hey, what's up? Hey. Hey. No using computers. Okay? I'm the chess panda. And I said, you guys can't use computers when you play, alright? I'm serious. No computers, alright? Alright. Bye. Okay, so we're back to the... That was the chess panda. He was serious now. But chess pandas... Yeah, pandas are black and white. Right? Hey. I'm black and white. That's why I'm a panda. And that's why I'm good for chess. You know? And I'm not a skunk. Alright, so let's respect the panda. Respect the panda. Actually, there was a chess player. Wasn't there a chess player somebody was calling panda? I think I had this really strange feeling that maybe the American Grandmaster Josh Friedel, someone was calling panda. Maybe I'm just making that up. It just reminds me because Josh lived in San Francisco and there's a famous baseball player, Pablo Sandoval, who they used to call the Panda. Panda was a flop when he came to Boston, though. Sorry about that, Panda. But anyway, Chess Panda said no computers. So what are we playing here? This is actually kind of weird. This is some kind of hybrid. I think we're going to transpose to like a Vienna variation, it looks like. Not a Vienna, it's called a Manhattan variation, that's it. Hey, you know, penguins and, yeah, skunks, they're not cool, alright? So, I'm just letting the clock run. Puppet Master. The International Puppet Master. You think I'm not on drugs. I wanted to unleash the panda on the stream. We've got the We've got the this is passive for black. But we've got a classic Pillsbury attack here. Wait a second now. 95 there. And we go with the full-on crazy. We're unleashing our inner crazy. JCS. You see? I was right. So Josh Friedel was indeed called Panda when he lived in the GM house because he slept a lot. And I think it had to be like related to Pablo Sandoval because they won the World Series. And I mean, Sandoval was playing for San Francisco and the GM house was in San Francisco. So you know that, I mean, I'm pretty smart with connections. To do a stream with the Panda talking is... Yeah, I think we got to do a stream with the Panda. I'm just going to unleash my inner being here. Yeah, H4. Play for mate. I told him that move. That was me. He said, no. I said, yeah, you're going to play H4. All right. Panda made me play H4. He's much more aggressive than me. Maybe if chess doesn't work out, I can get a job as a puppet master. That was before Sandoval came to the majors? God. They named Sandoval after Josh Friedel. That's so crazy. Crazy. It's impossible. Wow, knight G4. Oh my God. Oh my God. Alright, what am I going to do? Man, this is going to get insane now. The I Am on Fire played knight G4 against me like fearless, and I'm sort of having second thoughts about this. Panda, what did you get me into here? Fiery position. I Am on Fire. Yeah. I think that Jesse probably said it to me. That's how I know. It had to be from Jesse. Now his knight is trapped, except it's not. Trapped except for the fact that it's not trapped. Reassuring. Wow. I'm just gonna like lose on time. How strong is this guy? I have no idea what I'm doing. Just intuitively playing chess. Damn, dude. I'm supposed to be castling queenside by this time. Played G6. This is awkward. Man. Crazy game. Knight G4 was a fantastic move. I agree. I think it was an awesome move. Awesomeness. Well, that's like only move, right? He had to do that. I take here. Has black overreached himself? Yeah, it looks like he's gone over the deep end now. Okay, I still have to remain calm. I mean, the position doesn't win itself. I've only got piece for 2 pawns. Another good move. 94. This guy is tough. He is tough. Now, like 94, door-de-door. I get a check on the 7th. Check on the 7th. Driving back. It looks pretty scary for black, but not necessarily fatal. I'm hesitating a lot here. I'm sure that I missed some kind of knockout blow. I need to just convert this like I'm up a piece. Stop trying to be fancy. A very cagey game in defense by black with knight g4. d5, I don't even know where we're at anymore. Now he overlooked something. That should really be too much material. Now I'm up a rook for a couple pawns. Should be too much. Only 22 minutes left in the ye old tournament. Still fighting on. Well, why did I move my rook off the open file then? If that's the way you're going to be about it. Man, he's coming at me. No good square for my knight, really. I have to retreat. Damn, dude. There were some better moves. Who's leading the tournament? Where did that guy even come from? What? Where did this guy even come from? BDLD? He's like leading the tournament? When did he join the tournament? Like 5 minutes ago? What did he do? He just beat a bunch of low-rated players. It's like a massive Swiss gambit. He came out of nowhere. I'm in 4th place. Bombast lost the game? He lost to Anand 1. That'll be an interesting game to look at. That game I thought was going Bombast's way originally. I will not play those guys anymore. Alright. Let's check computer analysis. I don't have time. Let's go back to the tournament. Okay. Divakaram, BDLD. Just don't pair me with the Bombast or Anand 1 again. I don't want to play those guys. After the stream, I can look at that game if you want to, Arsenal fan. After the tournament. If you're around that long. I don't mind, you know, taking a minute to check out a position. Alright, I just resign. Let's go on to the next game. That's unfortunate. I have to help him by giving him 2 points. That'll knock me down in 5th place. But I'm not going to play anybody, you know, I'm suspicious of. So, moving on to the next challenge. Hey, I sent you a challenge. Are you serious, dude? We're playing a tournament here. This is a tournament I'm hosting while I'm streaming. It's hard to play like outside challenges at the same time. So maybe another time when I do challenges, like tomorrow I have Weird Wednesday, Unusual Opening stream, 4 p.m. EDT. I will, I'd be happy to play if you get in the challenge list, and after my subscribers play, you can definitely get a game. If I'm off stream, you can also challenge me. Feel free. But a lot of times I'm working, so don't be disappointed if I decline people's. Like a guy the other day sent me a message. He's like, "I challenged you, but you declined me." why did you do that? And I was like, look, I'm working a lot. I teach a lot of lessons, and probably like 75% of the time when I'm on lichess, I'm either teaching or kind of preparing to teach someone. So a lot of the time, I'm not available. But if you see me playing other people, I can play. Do you have a favorite chess movie? Hmm. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess the classic Searching for Bobby Fischer. But I'm not a huge fan of it. So I'm out of the contention for first place. It's actually still close. Diva Karan with 21, BDLD, Anand 1, and then we're on 18. This King's Indian attack, unfortunately, it takes a long time to play these kind of positions. Triumphant, if you're interested in lessons, I have a coach's profile on lichess. You can check it out. And all stuff like my rates and stuff are on there. Um, you can also send me a message if you're interested in lessons. You can simply send me an email, videochesstrainer@gmail.com. But I don't really like to discuss prices and stuff like that in the stream. But I don't have a sliding scale. I have a kind of set rate, but it's just like it feels weird to talk about that. Um, D6. You need to check your analytics of how few draws I have. Actually, Arsenal fan, like one of my students recently, like really into the analytics thing, and I have to say, I really think that it's worthwhile. The analytics, but the most important thing, like in order to take advantage of lichess analytics, is the fact that you have to have enough games for it to really matter. I mean, that's the single most important factor. If you don't have enough games, those statistics are going to be like meaningless. You know, what's the major defense with black? Um, I usually play like Sicilian against e4, and with black against d4, I began playing the King's Indian early on, and then I've kind of migrated toward playing more like Nimzo. But I play a lot of different stuff, and I also have a lot of like kind of like offbeat stuff that I play sometimes. King's Indian and Nimzo. Yeah, you've got to have a lot of games. You like the Pawn Sacrifice movie? Druckfire here. It's kind of a weird position because he's not playing c3 or knight c3. I don't know what to call this. If he plays knight c3, it's like a closed Sicilian. If he plays c3, it's more like a King's Indian attack. But he's like doing neither. So I don't know how you classify this. Now he played c4, so he's doing a combination of English opening and... Alright. This is kind of aggressive, but we have to do something. Taking. Yeah, and then deciding which way to recapture is really tricky. I'm going to take with the pawn. It controls a lot of squares, but I think that taking with the knight is also justified. Guys, this is like one of my last games for the tournament. It looks like I'm not going to make it in the top 3. I didn't berserk any games, so it's not really surprised to see Anand 1 and Bombast win the tournament. Diva Karan, I predicted would be in the top. But those guys, I don't really know Anand 1, but Bombast, I'm done playing him. It's like hopeless. All right. Where does black castle here? Well, you've got to keep an open mind. I mean, normally you would castle on the king side in this type of opening, but I'm a little late because of the threats against h6. So, but I've got very good control of the center, so we've got to keep an open mind. I mean, maybe castling queenside, maybe sacking a pawn with f4. It's interesting the way that Druckfire is playing this, though. He's really being pretty psychopathic, I would say. Insisting on, Man, he's really putting pressure on me. I'm not thrilled with this position. Now in 14th. Am I in 14th already? But I don't know, this guy got in there, BDLD. He like got some easy pairings and then went through them, you know, really fast. So he got all these points super fast. That's the thing about arena tournaments. You can sneak in. You can oftentimes really sneak in. All right, I'm gonna go with knight d4 here. Everything's protected. I've got a fork. He's got to deal with that. I mean, there is queen d1 maybe, which is probably where his queen should have been in the first place. Then I can castle kingside though, and then it's like practically a normal position. If he plays queen d1, I castle kingside, and it looks like a standard kind of line. But now his knight can't get to c3, and that's a handicap. I can also castle kingside. So this exchange looks like a mistake for white. Yeah, 2400 performance. I'm telling you, the guy's ridiculously too good for his rating. I mean, if you know, there's something fishy about it. If he's not using a computer, then he's like a 2400 player, you know. But his rating of like 2075, I mean, it's just absurd. Like, there's no way, you know. Either the guy's a computer or he's just insanely strong. I mean, he's not a lichess 2000 player. I mean, there's just absolutely no way. He's got 7.5 out of 11 against me. But like Arsenal fan says, yeah, you can't read too much into it. I mean, you can't base a decision on one tournament. You know, lots of people who are like 1900 are going to have one tournament where they perform 2300. That's true, but this is a player who's done this again and again and again and again and again, and it's like, you know, it's just an old song at this point. It's not like a freak result, you know. I mean, it's just, how much can you take? Here, rook e8 is a natural move, but white has good control of the white squares in this position. He's given up his dark squared bishop, but his white squared bishop's extremely strong. Kind of funny for a closed Sicilian, because usually that piece is like blocked in, but it's not. You get crushed by Slaggy and your 2100. You're supposed to. You're 300 or 400, you know, 350 rating points lower than me. See, that's the thing. Tushar, you have the kind of score you're supposed to have, but not, you know, not like 7 out of 10. You're supposed to have like 2.5 out of 10 or 3.5 out of 10. That's a normal score when somebody's like that many rating points higher than you. You can look it up like in the FIDE, you know, ELO rating charts or something. I guess there's some way you can probably figure out like your expected score should be whatever, you know. I mean, it's standard. So knight to d2, and white's position is not so bad. I mean, my bishop is sort of blocked by these pawns here. You got to admit, the chess panda. Don't know what to do. I'm a little bit stuck. A lot of bit stuck. Not such an easy position to play. Whew, I'm looking for all kinds of crazy things. Does e4 work? I'd love to play e4, but I just like lose pawns and stuff. This is an awkward situation. Man, what am I supposed to do here? This is just really weird. I think I'm just committing suicide. Almost committing suicide. I'm going to have to do something really crazy in a minute. Man, he's got a crazy attack here. Queen f3 was a mistake, though. He probably had knight f3. I think that looked pretty good. This will probably be my last game. Man, I'm not going to make the top 5. I couldn't get a freak starter. I was going to say a freak starter. A streak starter going. Just so solid for white, this position. Man, I don't know what to do. It's just I'm like a piece down. This bishop on f6 is like a pawn. It's just defending this and defending this. But his other pieces are good. So I criticized him for bishop takes d4. But actually, in retrospect, I mean, it doesn't seem like it was a mistake at all. It's extremely hard for black to do anything here. Yeah, I think I have to do bishop f6. And queen f3 was a serious mistake. Because he had knight f3. I thought that was much stronger. Can make our pawn count now. This pawn, the biggest pawn on the board. Maybe we can win on time. D5 looks natural, but my whole structure falls apart. I mean, he just takes on E5. Yeah, I'd love to play D5, but how can I do that? You know, he's just going to play F takes E5, and then he's got the F4 square. The pawn is like hard to... There's tactics on the file. I'll get stacked up and lose pieces to pins on the E file. I'd love to play D5. I don't see how it can ever happen. This is just a mega pawn. Biggest pawn on the board. It's actually a good Benoni, what Dracofire did here. He's essentially playing the Benoni. Now I can take and play like knight g6, defending e5 and threatening h4, plus a fork on h4. There's also the g file, so I feel like I have to do this. This is like my only hope. Knight f4 is a sort of double attack. And everything's okay, or not. It's like a triple attack. It's just fortunate, you know, that he's not calculating too much, just playing on intuition. And maybe I have an, you know, instance where I can keep everything protected and play this. Getting rid of my pawn, my panda pawn. Hey, I said no computers, all right, in my tournaments. Understand? All right. That's enough, Panda. We won the game where you told me to play h4. That was crazy. All right, if takes, I have knight takes h4, you know. I don't know, though. I mean, he's coming under a pretty strong attack here. All these moves look good. Knight takes, pawn takes. I guess my intention subconsciously was to play pawn takes. With pawn takes h5, then knight h4. I mean, that's good enough. Just got rolling pawns. He's in big time pressure. Panda has a sleeping bag. It's a panda sleeping bag. Panic with pandas. White is panicking a little bit. So we're better now, but it's still not over. Massachusetts, where I live here, they say over. It's still not over. I'm a little bit sorry that Let's remain calm ourselves. Rook g8? How can that be a bad move? Almost winning by force. Oh, and I have bishop here. Whew. Okay. Wow, that'll work. That'll work. We'll do that. All right, that should wrap it up for today. For me, anyway. I'm not going to finish in the top 4, as usual. Anand and Bombast in first. So, you guys are saying that Anand wasn't the guy who played in my tournament last week, but come on, like, what are the chances of that? You know, who was the guy that played last week? Which account was that? We're just rolling. BDLD snuck in there. Good game, good game, Divakaran. You played well, man. So I'm in 5th place. BDLD, it's not his fault. He just got kind of low-rated opponents and then pounced on his opportunity to finish 3rd. Let's see. He beat Divakaran. Wow, that's kind of a minor upset. He's only rated 1961. That's 100 points plus upset. He went off after the first... Oh, he got Bombas in the first round. No wonder he lost. And then the QG he managed to lose to, but still an impressive result for BDLD. I don't think I'm going to get another game. Anand and Bombast. Interesting tournament. These 2070s who play like 2400s. What's their performance rating? 2371. That's why I resigned against him in a slightly worse position. And the other guy now bombast in first place. Now I get Diva Karan. This game isn't going to count for the standings unless someone loses very quickly. It's actually... we should throw the game. It won't matter, though, unless we're berserking. We need 5 points to catch up to BDLD. So this is just a exhibition game, essentially. Yeah. Exclam videos, exclam email. So G3. I guess this transposes to... what does it transpose to? Nothing. It's like a main line that I don't play. It's good. It's good to play something that you don't play. You know, I just don't play this variation, so I'm just totally making it up. I'm kind of hoping he loses in 3 minutes, but I don't think so because he's pretty tough. But notice how like Diva Karan has a normal score for a player who's like 2100. He has 3.5, not like 7.5 out of 10 or something like that. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, higher rated players should win more games against low rated players. Not all of them, but like more. You know, certain players in our tournament today have ridiculous scores. Okay, Queen D3. I'm just busting out with D5. We try to exploit the development edge here. But White has the bishop pair, and that's a long-term advantage. And this is a line that I never play. I never play C5 in the BOGO with Knight D2, and I don't know the variations too well. Please support the stream with bit donations via PayPal, whatever you can afford. I've got E5 here. I mean, I don't know. I'm just making natural moves. Again, I don't know this is theory. Playing E4. Winning a piece? Or is he sacrificing a piece here? It doesn't matter if like one of us wins. We still won't catch the top 3 prizes. It would only make us 4th or 5th. We're basically fighting for 4th or 5th. He doesn't want to resign, though, because he's got 4th place. He basically was a gentleman, and he resigned, giving me 4th place. I mean, that's a super crazy gesture on Diva Karan. So, a good sport. Diva Karan loses a piece, resigns. So, these are the final standings, probably. We still have 1 minute left. I'll take a minute to look at the position where Arsenal fan wanted me to take a look at one of my games. Trying to remember now which one. That was a fast win, but it's not going to change the standings. Diva Karan realized, but he gave me graciously 4th place, so I can be a little closer to the medals here. Surprisingly, Bombast won the tournament with a performance rating of 2360, and Anand, again, the same thing, a 2000 player rated, performing 2371. They both managed to lose a game somewhere, probably to each other. Oh no, Arsenal fan beat Anand. That was where he made a mouse slip or something? Interesting. BDLD snuck in. I'm in 4th. Diva Karan 5th. Tushar Kamde. I think you had some rough pairings, man. You had to play me twice. But other than that, actually, Tushar had pretty straightforward. He had to play Diva Karan once. The QG. Arsenal fan had a good result, but then stopped. I guess he got tired. It's late there. It's really late for Tushar. And Sebi, Broshka, and the QG. Broshka just played 4 games, won them all. So that's nice. So the first place is Anand 1. He snuck ahead of Bombast. And then Bombast in 2nd. And then BDLD. Sort of lucky pairings there. But congratulations, guys. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. I'm in 4th, as always. No berserks today. And let's take a look at that game you wanted to take a look at. Let me round up the top 10 there. Me, Diva Karan, Tushar, Arsenal fan, Sebi, Broshka, and the QG. Thanks everyone for playing. We had a total of 47 players. It was fun. My lag wasn't too bad today. At least I didn't lose any games because of lag. let me get to my history here and take a look. Arsenal fan mentioned an idea. Well, if you were the streamer, he'd resign against you too, Arsenal fan. It's nothing personal. All right, where was this game we were talking about? Against I Am on Fire? I had some sort of, what was it? D5? So apparently my sacrifice wasn't sound. Like, it's the computer saying that black was better. Let's take a look. So this is called the Manhattan variation. You can even see a Magnus Carlsen game there. So e3 castles. This move order is a little bit unusual for black, but if he plays c5 here, he would transpose back into the Manhattan variation. So that's really like the only active move, to play c5 here. So he plays passively, c6, and apparently there's some real games, though. This is even not that bad for black, although a very obscure line. And he played what? Bishop e7? Transposing to Lembit Old versus Gadakamsky from 1993. That's old school. So here I played 95. The computer doesn't like it. I guess I should just, like, I would think about casting queenside, to be honest with you guys. But this was Panda's idea, you know, doing h4. I just couldn't resist. It's like a very standard idea. But apparently it's refuted by what he did. Knight takes e5, d takes e5, and knight to g4. He could even play knight to d7. I mean, that's obviously more passive. I mean, I still thought that I had a very strong initiative here. Bishop f4. This is dangerous. I mean, I don't trust Stockfish, and definitely not running on my computer with a quick analysis of this position. So you can't be convinced about your computer's analysis till you let it run for a long time. Yeah, don't get too angry about stuff, Tushar. Do not stress. So bishop takes h4 was kind of risky. G3. We'll get to the point where you were talking about, Rich. In which position now? 25 d5 you're looking at for black. Okay, I don't understand. So Arsenal fan, you mean d4. You mean d4. You're being dyslexic. Yeah. He means d4. Go around here, d4. After I castled, yeah. This would be bad for two reasons, right? I have knight e4 and also knight takes g5, and then rook takes d4. I could even just take with the pawn. Absolutely up to you guys who you blacklist. I mean, I used to have a very long kind of list of players who I censored, but I try to be forgiving these days. No, it doesn't look like it works. It doesn't look like it works. It looks like he's busto. But earlier, you know, is the really critical question. You know, what did he do wrong? Like when I played this check and then I went bishop f5. You got to be, you know, like just nerves of steel here. I mean, f6 looks like you're weakening your king side. But according to the engine, that's the best move. This move looks more natural to me, to play rook e8 to try to pick off the pawn on e5. But even then, it's like, I thought that white has fairly good... This was my plan, actually, the computer's line. Like, and play queen f5. Now his knight is trapped here on g4. So it's just total chaos. Bishop takes, and then like g takes or something like that. And I like white here. I just really like white. So this was the Panda variation. Hey, come back tomorrow, okay? Weird Wednesday. Bye. So anyway, That was Panda's variation H4. He was really, really down with that. It wasn't sound, but that's his style. Anyway, guys, relax. It's all for fun. We'll see you tomorrow with the Weird Wednesday stream. Unusual openings, 4 p.m. We're going to be playing Blitz and Rapid Chess. This was just a good practical, I thought a practical sacrifice for a fast game. I wouldn't play H4 in a tournament, probably. Anyway, guys, a lot of fun. Enjoy the tournament. We will see you tomorrow. The Panda variation. The best chess animal. Vote for the best chess animal. The best black and white animal to be a chess mascot. Mascot was the word I couldn't remember. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's been fun. Thanks, Soltigo, for moderating. Thanks, everyone, for the help. And please support the stream. You can check out the replays on YouTube. Video Chess Training on YouTube is my YouTube channel. So please subscribe and like over there. That's for free. And support the stream if you can. So I really want to thank everyone who supported the stream and donated, and obviously all the subscribers. Thursday we're going to have a subscriber stream, as we do every week. It'll be 4 p.m. Bring your games to analyze if you're a subscriber to the stream. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for playing, and I will see you. We'll see you. Yeah. Tomorrow. Okay. Bye.